Hello, welcome to Revenant Reads. I'm Vin, and this is just a discussion of my goals for 2023 on BookTube. So I just thought that I would share some of the goals, some of the things that I hope to accomplish throughout the year. And maybe in doing that, I can find other people who want to join. So let's begin. One of the first major things that I am doing this year has kicked off just recently, and that is Historathon 2023, which is a year-long celebration of reading excuse me, nonfiction history, which I don't think gets nearly enough love and attention on BookTube. I have been able to assemble a terrific group of co-hosts, and I have to say I've been kind of surprised at just how positive the reception has been to this event. We have a really lively Voxer group going right now, which if anybody wants to join, you can contact me or any of the co-hosts, and we'd be glad to add you to that Voxer group. But we're having, excuse me, still can't get over this cough. We're having great discussions about history and history-related topics. And essentially what we are doing is dividing the year up into 4 blocks, each of them 3 months long. And for each of those blocks, we are looking at a different period of history. And you can really read any history book, one or more, that falls within that time period. So if you want to fully participate in the event, you read 4 books throughout the year for the 4 blocks. But really, if you just want to read history and give it a try, that's also part of the goal, is just to have people who don't read history to give it a shot. Not all history is written well, but some of it really is. And there's a history book out there for everybody. So from January to March, we are looking at prehistory up to the year 500 CE. And then from April to June, I gotta remember my months here. Hopefully I'm doing this right. It'll be 500 to 1500. And then from July to September, it's 1500 to 1820. And then we finish off the year, October to December, 1820 to present. So if you'd like to join that, please, we'd love to have you along. I'm really happy with the way everything is rolling out for that so far. So that's one of my major goals, is to keep that going. I read history anyway, and I'm just thrilled to have so many people to talk to about it now. Later on in this year, I'm going to run another event for the 3rd year in a row. That'll be Book Trek 2023, which will fall in August. And that's just a celebration of reading Star Trek fiction. This will probably be the least organized one. The first time we did Book Trek, it was a 5-month mission. Last year, it was 2 months, because we were kind of reading old favorites in the first month, and then we were trying out different types of Trek in the second month. But it's just going to be 1 month this year, and really it's just going to be give Star Trek fiction a try if you haven't before, if you're a Star Trek fan. And if you already read Star Trek fiction, let's read some and talk about it. And maybe we'll have more things planned, I don't know, but at the bare minimum, it's going to be that. And once again, I have some people that I've met on BookTube, some that will be joining me as co-hosts, that, they love Star Trek as much as I do, and we should have a really fun month in August. I am continuing in 2023 to finish the Read What You Own challenge, which I chose 50 books. And this was a challenge cooked up by Criminali. And essentially, it's because I, like so many others, have a lot of books that I own that I have not read yet. So I have vowed not to buy any more books until I have read 50 of the books I already own. My only out with that is that I'm allowed a book a month in order to participate in basically BookTube events or buddy reads. And so far, I've been able to stick with that. I think I've only bought I think only 2 books, really, since I did the challenge. And those were the Xenophon books that I'll be reading next month for Historathon. So at this point, as I record this, I have finished 10 books on my way to that challenge. So I got 40 more to go. So we'll see. I'm going to try and grab some more short books on my shelves, so hurry it along if I can. But I'm still going strong with that, and I will continue that until I reach 50 books. The last real project that I have for the year is something I started it's probably been over a year now, but every month I am trying to read a work of Gothic fiction. Really, I'm going in order, starting with, well, years ago I had read The Castle of Otranto, but it's myself, usually Mark from Book Time with Elvis is along with me, Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads, he's along, we have a subscriber, also Sonia, she usually joins. It's kind of an informal Gothic read group that we do every month. And we're basically going through major Gothic works, or at least influential Gothic works. Some of them very little known, that are never talked about, in chronological order, so every month. And there have been some hits in there. We all really loved Matthew Lewis's The Monk. We thought that was terrific, and we read Frankenstein, which was, of course, a classic. And there have been some clunkers, ones that we didn't think were all that great. But it's a personal project that I'm on that I'm glad that they are willing to, for the most part, go along with me. Although I think I'm the only one that finished Melmoth the Wanderer. I think everybody else ended up checking out on that one. But that, regardless, I'm going to continue reading Gothic novels through 2023. And that's it. Those are the four main goals that I have this year. Got Historathon, Book Trek, the Read What You Own Challenge, and continue to read Gothic novels. And not like a hard goal, but one of the other goals that I have this year is to get back to reading horror studies, which I've kind of neglected ever since I got on BookTube because I've been trying so many different new things. But I want to get back to reading more of those things this year. And also I had wanted to do this in 2022, and I read some of it, but I want to read more. I want to continue reading, and that's read more historical fiction. So I've been playing around the idea with a historical fiction event as well later on in the year, but I don't have anything finalized. I don't know if that's going to be a hard goal yet, but it's something that I'm thinking about. So, sorry, I can't make a video without coughing. Ever since I had COVID in September, the more I talk, the more I start feeling the cough coming. But just kind of with me for who knows how long. So if you want to join me with any of these goals, I'd love to have you along. So that's it. Those are my goals for 2023. As always, thank you, BookTube.